I'm gonna try and get the camera to focus more, maybe? Good enough. Yeah, I deem that good enough. We don't have any animatics to work on, and I'm not at a point in the comic where I can spoil things on stream, so we're just gonna work with some fashion studies, because I wanted to practice drawing clothes. And we have Maya as our model today, and I have this outfit and another one saved up to draw, and both these outfits are ones that she does wear in the story, which is why I wanted to practice drawing these clothes now. So you can see my crummy references. Hello. So we've got the sketch all done, and we're just gonna hop right into line art, which is my favorite part as always. Your day has officially started. I'm happy for you. Fashion study did win the poll. At least it did by the time I needed to sketch something to do on stream. If it got outvoted in the time it took for me to draw this, oh well. Not drawing more things. Something's like not right with this. Let's try that. It was like a tie. Fair. But again, I had sketches for this ready by the time I saw the poll. So we are sticking with this. I did have a cheesy Briar sketch, like locked and loaded. I didn't like it though. I know I can do better. So I'll make a better one later that I'm more proud of. Thank you for saying it's good. I appreciate that. Yeah, I think you tuned in after I said that we have 2 Maya outfits ready to be lined and colored, and they are both outfits actually that she does wear in the story. So I wanted to practice drawing them. Gavin wouldn't stop texting about that new Patreon post. I'm not sorry. I just had fun making it. You're good at drawing. Thank you. That's sweet of you to say. I realized a little too late she kind of has like the DreamWorks smirk. But I kind of like it and I'm keeping it. Drawing angst. Oh, I love it for you. That line came out way too thick. That's better. I think her ear is still too far out. Yeah, that's a little better. She does own that smirk. Also, hi. I just kind of love Maya in overalls. It's always just so cute. Am I on the right brush size? Yes, I am. We're good. Also, Art Fight is coming up, so this will be helpful reference for Art Fight. I'll do those lines later with a different textured brush. Ooh, the dry ink brush. It could be fun with that. I'm gonna save that. Yeah, you roasting the way I hold my pen. How dare you? Thought about writing some sappy, dusty stuff, but brain said not today. That's all right. I wrote some sappy Briar stuff. Just because I wanted to. It's not my best, but it made me happy. I love the strong press. Thank you. That's sweet. I subconsciously do it when I ponder. I'm glad I can be philosophically assisting. Is that right words? Ah, no, I was going to get the textured brush before I do those lines. I already forgot my plan. I am a Procreate artist, yes. I have envy for other apps. I don't have the patience to learn another app. Have you read Sunshine Boy yet? Nope, I have not. I have not really touched any new media recently. Life has been stupid busy. And advertisements. Yeah, Procreate gets a bad rep for being like quote unquote industry standard. But also, I wouldn't really count myself to be a professional, so I don't think I have a fair say in the matter. It gets what I need done. I know how to use it, and I get decent results. I'm happy with it. New episode tomorrow. New episode May 2nd, baby. I know this because I found an error on one of the pages and I had to fix it before it airs. You subscribed? Thank you. That's very nice of you. New episode tomorrow. Yes, let's go. Can I be your moderator? I'm good, but thanks for the offer. Thought I was reading the last episode yesterday. Yeah, time flies for me too when I have to make it, because every time I think I'm done, I'm like, oh God, I have to start the next one. I did just finish June's episode. So that means I need to get started on July's, which I'm like starting to thumbnail. That's not what a finger looks like. Can you tell me a little bit about your journey for digital art? Sure. I have always wanted to be a comic artist since I was a child, but I never really pursued it seriously, more than just a hobby. So I had a rinky-dink little drawing tablet, and I had a Photoshop subscription, like the cheap student account. And I would make like little comics and like little fan arts and doodles. I had fun, but they weren't like great quality or anything. And then when COVID hit, I needed, a hobby. So I rediscovered how much I liked writing and drawing. I'm going to make a new layer for this. So really, it took like COVID quarantine to get me more seriously into drawing and taking it seriously and like practicing regularly. So I wouldn't say it's like the world's most exciting journey, but it's mine. This is also a great stress relief as I was doing my PhD. So that was very fun for me. Is it another angsty episode? I do plead the fifth. I will not be revealing anything. You will have to read until tomorrow. Wait until you can read tomorrow, I mean. How long does it take you to write, draw, and like completely do one episode? I would say if I just get to hunker down with no distractions, but also still do my day job, 2.5 weeks, maybe more, to get it from sketch to done. But it depends on how long the episode is, how intense it is. It definitely varies, but I would say on average, 2.5 weeks. I mean, yeah, it does take me a while to do them because I have a lot of other things going on. But art's not a race. It's all for fun. Like, this isn't my job. I don't do it for money. It'd be cool to, but I don't. So I work with the pace that I can. Your opinion for Cal Arts? I love their short animations like projects from students. I have so much respect for anyone making any form of animated short. I don't know many Cal Arts shorts or any names to recognize from Cal Art Productions. But again, admiration for anyone who creates anything. Top tier. Do you like Formula One? Honestly, couldn't tell you two things about it. Seems cool. I don't pay attention to it. I need to get that line. There we go. That's what I wanted. Yes. All right, liquefy it a bit. Push it out like that. Yeah. Do you see your series ever becoming animated, or do you want to just stay a webcomic? Well, it's supposed to be a book. It's supposed to be like a full-fledged novel. I only started the webcomic to make people want the novel when it comes out, because it's really hard for an indie author to like get attention and traction. Um, so it wasn't even originally supposed to be a comic. I did it for fun. Animation would be fan-freaking-tastic, though. That'd be so cool. But if it were to happen, it could not be from me because that is so outside my skill set. And I do have like a small announcement that I've been wanting to post about. Um, but I keep getting shy about how to phrase it. So like, I've known, but I just haven't made it a video. Do you have playlists while you're drawing? So while I draw when I stream on YouTube, I just have royalty-free lo-fi going on because if I play anything else, I will get kicked off the stream for copyright. When I stream on TikTok, though, I play my music. I usually play one of the character playlists I've made and let the chat choose. You good? Well, 1 second, everyone. Give the pen. Thank you, sir. I love you. Um, my husband doesn't like interrupting when I stream, but he wanted to know what I wanted for dinner. So he just came in with a paper listing options so I could circle which one I wanted. Sorry, that was just really funny for me. Let me catch up on these chats. Oh, but yeah, so for the playlist thing, I usually let viewers choose which character playlist I play. But now that I stream on YouTube instead of TikTok, that's not an option anymore. And I have been debating if I want to go back to TikTok. Because I do love y'all here, but TikTok kind of has a better streaming platform. I like the UI better. I don't get stricken for music. And when I stream, it pushes my page more in the algorithm, which YouTube does not. So I've been going back and forth whether or not to go back to TikTok. My husband really is just the biggest green flag in existence. He's so sweet. When did you start the webtoon? I think so. The webtoon started like fall of 2023, which, oh my God, it's been a year, almost 2 years. I'm gonna round up and say almost 2 years because I don't feel like doing math. See the updated Silence and Ian drawing. No, I have not seen it. Do you write each episode and continue story, or you already have an image of the story? You have lovely laughs. Oh, thank you. That's sweet of you. So when I script the comic, I just use the book because Living Through the Epilogue is a book that I'm trying to get published. So it's all written already. I just kind of adapt the chapter itself into a comic strip with like stage directions. So there isn't much to change. Sometimes I'll change like slight phrasing of things. Most of the flashback scenes you see in the comic are original to the comic. Most of the flashback scenes are not explicitly written in the book itself. So Bran meeting Matt, or like the flashback with Bran and his dad talking about Betty as a car. Those are all original to the comic itself. Those are not in the book. Also, the chapter of Bran in the garage overhearing the girl he went to high school with, that does not exist in the book. That is purely exclusively to the comic. Oh no, your laptop broke or your PC broke. That sucks. Yes, that looks great. Perfect. That girl there, you drew her and made her look like such a baddie, man. Do you mean Maya right here? Or are you talking about the chapter I was referencing in the comic? Ah, the comic. Yeah, so that whole scene was something I wanted to be in the book originally, but it just didn't fit. It was clunky. There was no seamless way to get that scene in the book, but I still really wanted it, so I just made it a comic exclusive instead. So I win, as if there was any competition besides me. What kind of meaning do you put in your character designs? Can you talk about it? Sure. Like in what way? Because I can answer the question, but I will keep rambling unless I get something more specific. And I also need. Where's the brush I want? I know it's in here. Ah, there we go. Hello. Don't worry your sweet face about it. You are totally fine. If you're just tuning in recently, we are not working on the comic itself today. We are not working on an animatic today. I just wanted to practice drawing some outfits for Maya because these are outfits that she is going to be wearing in the story. So I wanted to practice. But look at our girl. She's so cute. Yeah, the outfit she wears, this scene she wears this outfit in is one of my favorite scenes in the whole book, so I'm so excited for it to happen. But I also say every scene is my favorite scene. So I'm not a fair judge. I am biased. She do radiate girl boss energy. Oh, do you want to see the sketch of the other outfit we have locked and loaded for this? Because I wanted to get the vibes of get you a girl who can do both. So we have this, and then I'm gonna hide this, and then look at her. Look at our superstar. I'm so excited for this. Madeline May, is she the girl who sings Kleptomania Crow? Am I wrong on that? Can we just wake up to summer already? I need her and Brand to meet. I don't want to say unfortunately, because I do. live for Bran and Harry's story. It is primarily their story. There is still a bit to go in spring. Like while creating a character, then you'd need to visualize them, like shape, colors. I did one small project individually, so kind of interested to know about characters' design development part. Sure. So even in terms of the shape of a character, shape does convey emotion on its own. So round shapes tend to convey friendliness. And this is all just like watered down quick notes. So of course there's more nuance to this. But Bran, as friendly as can be, I use a lot of round shapes in designing him. His nose is round, his eyes are round, even despite like his body shape, every detail about him is round, except for like some fluff on his hair. And he usually wears like rounder, baggier clothes, like hoodies and stuff. So all around friendly demeanor, but also hides within himself within those shapes. Triangles in character shapes tend to convey intelligence, sharp wit, maybe some attitude, aka Harry. I tried to make him super lean and angular in comparison to Bran, especially. And then Maya, she has kind of more sharp angles to her and stuff. She usually walks with like sharper angles in her poses, but she still has a more round like figure to convey that she is friendly, but don't piss her off. Does that make sense? And then also in designing Bran and Harry, I wanted them to look like as visually different as possible, except for their eyes. So that meant like having them have different nose shapes, hair colors, body types, everything about them different except for their eyes. Okay, Madame is kleptomania girl. Haha, I was right. And then Maya used to look more different, where, so I had her parents designed, right? And she used to look a lot more like her mom. But then I really liked the theme of like seeing your dad in yourself. Because Bran struggles with that a lot. Because as you saw in the last comic strip, Bran's dad looks exactly like Harry. So Bran struggles to find his dad in him. So reflecting that, I wanted Maya to look more like her dad as well. I love Maya's dad. He's such a good character. Both Maya's parents are great. I'm a sucker for writing her dad. He's so funny. Have you heard Never the Muse? No, I haven't heard that. I will look that up though. Hear me out, Matt. Yeah. Ooh. So in June's episode, you get a flashback of Bran and Matt and Silas in high school. So you see how they all interact with each other. You see Silas for the first time actually in the comic instead of just in name. He doesn't look like he normally does now because, you know, he was a teenager. Um, but I'm excited for Silas to enter the story, even if it's just in a flashback. We've been looking at this line art for a long time. I was yapping. I'm gonna I'm gonna help flesh out the line art and make it a little more dynamic. Oops, turning the eraser. I don't know how to visualize an image of an inner and outer worlds collapse in person, so I wrote really emotionally complicated scene that I wanted to show instead of tell story. No, I appreciate you asking these questions. I just don't know how to answer that because I feel like that's a you style choice that can only be answered by you. And I want to make these lines heavier. And then I think I'm good to color. And fun watching all non-patrons suffer. Listen, I had a bet with another author that we wouldn't draw something romantic, and then we both held up our end of the bargain. I don't regret drawing it. It was fun. My $5 is precious. Oh, the canvas moved. I didn't tell it to do that. Ooh, noted. Thank you for that recommendation. Because, yeah, Kleptomania Crow just like popped onto my Spotify one day, and I really dug it. Oh, I think it was on a Halloween playlist I looked up. That sounds right. I'm pretty sure it was on like a spooky vibes, whatever playlist. Is having a community of artists on social media supported you and unconsciously to stay and grow in art like storytelling and drawing? Do you have a funny or lovely story like that? Um, I would probably still be doing what I'm doing even if I didn't have the community I built, but the community is a huge plus. It has been fantastic to make genuine friends through this. It's been so cool. And I want to say that I have gotten inspiration from the people around me. So overall, yeah, good time. 10 out of 10. And also the community of you guys. Like, oh my God, the fact that I get fan art still wilds me out. The fact that someone thinks about me and my work enough to want to draw what I have created, that is unfathomably kind. It's awesome. So I don't know if I really have a specific story, but I have been very touched by making friends and people liking my work. What animation shows would you recommend? I am a sucker for Steven Universe, especially in studying backgrounds and shape language, like I was talking about, in shape language of characters. Because Pearl, for example, analytical, intellectual, she has a lot of sharp angles. Garnet is mostly like square built, and square shaped characters are more generally like sturdy, protective, even maternal. So she's very square, but then she has round curves to her as well. So I think it's smart. I think that show is very well made. I'm also a sucker for Avatar: The Last Airbender, because how can you go wrong with that? Yes, inspiration feeds inspiration. And bottom line, always remember to be kind. It's free to be nice. I sounded like I was yelling at you. I wasn't yelling. I'm just excited. Yeah, Amethyst was a good character. I did like her. Excuse me. Oh God, sorry. I meant to mute myself, but I didn't make it in time. My bad. Bless thee. Thank you. Y'all, the allergies have been so bad this year that last week I sneezed so hard I burst a blood vessel in my eye. And it looked horrible. It looked like a crime scene. It looked so bad. Like it healed on its own. It was fine. It didn't need a doctor. It was just really dramatic looking. But oh my God. I didn't know that could have happened just from sneezing. I felt like a grandpa who has like the long wind up sneeze that like shatters windows. Oh, Steven's crash out was so warranted. And I know the future series afterwards got some mixed reviews. I liked it. I really like that it had a follow-up of what happens when a child goes through that much pressure and is still meant to upkeep that facade. I really like that showed the realism of it. Thank you for understanding. Also, I was planning on making a video of this, but I might as well just say it now. We've got enough people in here. We've got the regulars in here. I'm just gonna say it and soft launch this announcement. I'm gonna self-publish Living Through the Epilogue. I don't I'm not vibing with hunting for traditional publishing anymore. And it's not quite a fallback because I did have this research and planned, but I'm gonna do it myself. It gives me more control of the story because I am worried that an editor's gonna want to change the story significantly. But we're gonna do it. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's gonna happen. So I've already contracted an editor to help me. The story itself is done, but I need an editor's help to like pick out mistakes, find any syntax issues, find where like unnecessary words can be cut. So she has a 30-day turnaround, and it's been 2 weeks already since I've contracted her. So we'll see what happens. I have been burned by an editor before that didn't help me and took a lot of my money. So I was scared to try this again. Oh, that last one took so much money. Jesus Christ. Uh, that's not your problem. That's mine. We're going to figure it out. Yeah, so I'm not going to promise that the story will be out fast, but it'll be out faster now. Because, yeah, I'm just trying for traditional really left a bad taste in my mouth of how many people just ghost. And I'm an extroverted person. I will network as much as I need to. I went to conferences, I went to workshops, I cold called a bunch of people to be like, can we meet? And I met at so many coffee shops with different writers just to learn how to do what they do. And some I did get some useful resources from, but it just kept leading nowhere. And that's really frustrating. And that's not to say traditional isn't bad, or that's not to say traditional is bad. Like, if that's your path, hell yeah, pop off, go for it. I think this is the right move I need to take, though. So yeah, I'm nervous, but I'm excited. And again, with me self-publishing, it means I have full creative control, which I'm really excited for. Because part of me was scared that an editor of a big time publisher would make me cut out chunks of the story to make it more, I don't know, like marketable. I was scared they'd make me change Brand's body type, or the fact that he has an eating disorder, or change Maya's neurodivergence, or other things. So this gives me the comfort that I have control of my characters. What's the difference between traditional and self-publishing? Traditional is like a big publishing house wants to represent your book and publish it for you. So they give you all the resources as part of your contract. They give you the editor, the cover design, the marketing. They give you what you need. Self-publishing, that's all on me. So I'm going to be wearing many, many hats to do what I need to get done. And there are pros and cons to each outlet. They're like, I wouldn't say one is better than another. Traditional publishing is the more classic route, the more famous route. But self-publishing has gotten a really good name for itself lately. And there is the chance that after I self-publish it sells so well that a publishing house will still want it and want to represent it even after it's out there. That's not guaranteed, but it's cool that there's a chance of it. So I'm also going to be pushing my crowdfunding a little bit harder because, again, it's a very expensive process. So shameless plug, you can donate to my Ko-Fi, order commissions on my Ko-Fi, or join my Patreon. Do you watch Hilda or Infinity Train? I don't watch Infinity Train. I did watch the first season of Hilda and really enjoyed it. The art style was precious. Debatable on the libraries one. I actually don't know the process for that part. Getting into bookstores is a little bit trickier, I think. But I'll find out when I get there. I have done research on a lot of parts, but there are some things that I still need to learn. So yeah, if y'all want to help support, I will be crowdfunding. I will be pushing the comic even harder. So your support means everything. There's her hair. That's cool. That's awesome. Yeah, Alex Hirsch seems like a very smart dude. You devoured dinner. I'm happy for you. Hello, Miss Bloomy. Thank you, Miss Bloomy. And Sarah, that's very sweet. There is no pressure. You do not have to. It will still be done. But, it'd also be a big help. But there is zero pressure to, you know. Bottom line, you don't have to. Oh, Sleepy Tiger, yeah, that's pretty much right on the money. Yeah, so self-publishing, just think of that as like an indie project. Hi, Lila. I like your Steve profile picture. Random question. Will you do this so I'm so hungry I can eat? Uh, I did have an idea to use that, but it was really angsty. And it would lead to a lot of lore questions. So I'd have to think of like a stupider one that won't be a spoiler. How are you doing? I'm good. I had a decent day at work today. I went for a walk. It was a good day. My husband's making me a grilled cheese. Life is good. I wish I had my voice back completely, because allergies have really screwed with it. But, you know, beyond that, life is good. Thank you, Lila. Oh, needs to go up here too. I need to draw Mai with her glasses more. I'm just bad at drawing the angles of glasses, but I need to practice. I got absolutely crushed from a Patreon post. Sleepy Tiger, that's all I ask. That is A-okay. The support is the most important part. Bad at drawing hands and faces and hair. So valid. Took a lot of practice. Oh wait, I didn't need a new layer. I just need this. Oh, also, I don't know if y'all know this, but on Patreon, every time I finish illustrating one of the full chapters of the book, I post that chapter of the book itself onto Patreon. So tomorrow, chapter 4 is going to be done, which means you can read it, the full book chapter, on Patreon. Just leans against the car. I had to get my oil changed today, so like first thing in the morning, I was in an auto shop. And I was just like noting everything around me, like, Like I was comparing it to Lloyd's Garage. Yes, new Madeline May album. And advertisement. We're gonna mute that. I do want to subscribe to the Patreon. Again, there's no pressure to do either way. But you know, if you want the bonus stuff. You have a question. Okay. An alien song. That's rad. Yeah, Sarah, you get me. Exactly. Like I used their free coffee machine and it was so rank. I got one sip in and I don't know how old that coffee was in that machine. It tasted so terrible. Um, so now I'm just really picturing Lloyd having like the world's shittiest coffee maker where customers wait. I know of Melly Martinez, but I don't really know her stuff. That's not the right color. Where's the color I need? Oh, because that's for Brand's eye color, not Maya's. All right, I'll do that later then. But we can color the clothes now, and I had a palette saved. Yeah. Yeah, so on Patreon, for that quote unquote steal of $5, you can read chapters of the book. There's some bonus art. Oh yeah, the monthly short stories are the biggest part. And even if you don't want to subscribe to the whole Patreon, but you still want all the bonus stories of Bran and Maya, you can just buy all the stories as one lump for $10. So it's like you're buying a little book. She's the only music artist I listen to that's not on a huge hiatus. Real. All right. I'm so excited to color this. I've had this outfit in my head for her for so long, but I haven't drawn it yet. Look at that bright orange. That's exactly what I want. Oh, see, Sarah, I like how you went super clean and spotless. Lloyd's place is grungy. Like, it should not be legal. Do you have a community tab? I don't know what that means. What does a community tab mean? Bye bye. We can have chats with subscribers. They can ask questions, request art. Oh, I don't have a community tab set up or anything. But you can always like comment on the post itself if I do like a Q&A call or something like that. But if a community tab is a function, I might play around with that. I just didn't know it was a thing. Patreon's UI is kind of bad as a creator. It's not super intuitive. I had to do a lot of trial and error just to figure out what I have now. Dusty's Garage is more high-end, expensive car focused, and not Dusty's vibe. Yay! Thank you, Mr. Meaty / Tyler. Actually, I'm gonna put that layer below the overalls. But I want this yellow. Oh my God, it's perfect. Oh my God, it's just what I wanted. Yes. Y'all, this is amazing to me. I've had this outfit in my head for years, and I can finally see it happening on her. This is awesome. I'm thrilled. Hey, look at that. I got a new Patreon member. That's very kind. Thank you. And of course, if you ever want to bow out of it, you're like more than allowed to. You are not obligated in any way, shape, or form. I just appreciate the support. Hey, now you can read tomorrow's episode before it airs in 12 hours. Look at you, exclusive. Oh, yeah, you gotta pause for Pink Pony Club. By all means, please do. Where is Maya's boot color? Oh, I deleted it. That was silly of me. All right, I'll just make it again. Let's do like kind of like a slate blue. Yeah, that works. Perfect. Yeehaw. Then I also wanted to have those little lines. Two, there we go. Because Maya is a Doc Martin girly. Would this be considered a preppy outfit? That's funny because she's super not a preppy character. That's really funny. I don't like that shade. I need something darker, more orangey, and more saturated. That's better. Cool. Doing that. I am going to pull that reference back up. Wow. Just so I can see where the shading goes. Okay. So yeah, whenever I'm directly copying an outfit just for practice, I always have the image up so I can, replicate the shadows too. Oh, you mean like cool and pretty and slay? Fun fact, I'm old. If that's a new way to use that term, that is new on me. Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. That sucked. There we go. It was worth $5. Thank you. I appreciate that. Is that dark enough? Yeah, that's dark enough. I'm going to blur it out a little bit. I like the softer edges. Ooh, yes, that looks perfect. Yes. If you can't tell, I'm very excited. And advertisement, go away. All right, and we are hitting the hour threshold, so I'm going to start wrapping this up soon, so my wrist doesn't yell at me. How are you designing this? I found this picture on Pinterest. Recreated it. Ta-da! Design. And the colors, I've just always pictured her in this exact outfit. What app are you using? I'm using Procreate. Procreate is not free, no. It is a one-time charge of, I think it's $20? I don't remember. Yes, I get notifications if there are comments on my Patreon posts. So if you plan on commenting on the comic episode, maybe wait until I'm done streaming so I don't get the email alert at the top of my screen. But I'm wrapping up soon. La poisson Steve. Where are the shadows on the neckline? Kind of like that. I need more shadows on this side because the light is coming from this way, at least how I drew it. So let's add a little bit more. That works. Yeah, that looks cute. Oh, and I want that boot color as the belt as well. Yes, I'm so happy by this. And let's... Is that dark enough? I want a little bit darker. And a little more saturated. Ooh, bingo. Yes, perfect. All right. I deem that good enough. I can work on the little details later. But y'all, look at her. She looks so cute. We have finished one Maya outfit. I'm excited for us. And then if I do this again with Maya's outfits, just streaming them, we have this one to look forward to, which I'm hype for. But until then, y'all, thank you so much for being here. As always, I appreciate you. Have a fan-freaking-tastic week. Bye. How do I end this? I always think the button's in the wrong spot. Bye.